Yes, let us continue. What are the conditions required here? F should be continuous in the closed interval. Differentiable in the open interval. Then there exists a point C in the same interval AB such that derivative at that point C is exactly equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. That's all. No proof is required. Straight away take the example. Example. Verify mean value theorem in the following cases. In the following cases. Example, let me write both the examples now. Y equal to x square on 2, 4. F of x equal to x square minus 4x, x square minus 4x minus 3 on 1, 4. Homework, f of x equal to x cube minus 5x square minus 3x on 1, 3 over 1, 3. X square minus 4x minus 3, y equal to x square. Mean value theorem. If we complete these two examples, that finishes continuity and differentiation entire chapter. Okay, let me continue. Problem number 1. First of all, let me verify whether all the required conditions are satisfied. Y equal to x square. F of x or f of x or y, one and the same. So, f of x equal to x square on 2, 4. Clearly f of x is continuous, write that. F of x is continuous in 2, 4. Differentiable. Differentiable. Open interval 2, 4. Only those are the conditions. Now, there exists a point C such that then there exists a point C in the interval 2, 4 such that f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a, not 0. F dash of C, let me calculate f dash of x first because the equation given, no, x square. F dash of x is 2x, derivative of x square. F dash of C is 2c. Now this one is equal to f of b. F of b is 4. A is 2 divided by 4 minus 2, b minus a. Or 2c equal to f of 4, 4 square minus 2 square, 4 minus 2, 16 minus 4, 4 minus 2, 6. 2c equal to 6, c equal to 3. Over, only this much. Verification is very simple. First write condition satisfied by the given equation, then straight away find derivative. Find derivative at C, compare the value, that's all. Find out the value of this C. Let me take second one also. Third one for you to work out. Second one, f of x equal to x square minus 4x minus 3 on 1, 4. F of x is continuous, is a polynomial function, continuous in 1, 4. It is a polynomial function, always continuous. F of x is differentiable. In or on the open interval 1, 4. Then there exists a point. Then there exists a real number or point C belongs to 1, 4 such that f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus e. F of x equal to x square minus 4x minus 3. F dash of x equal to 2x minus 4. Derivative of x square 2x. 4x derivative is 4. F dash of C equal to 2c minus 4. This one should be equal to f of 4 minus f of a means 1 divided by b minus a. Or it is, let me write here itself, 4, 16 minus 16, 0, minus 3 divided by, minus 3 minus f of 4 is 4 minus 4 into 4, 16. 16 minus 16 is 0 minus 3, correct? 1 minus 4 minus 3 minus 3 minus 6 divided by 4 minus 1. Minus this minus, but f of 1 is once again minus, remember. So total it is like this. 2c minus 4 equal to minus 3 plus 6 divided by 3. Or 3 by 3, 1. 2c minus 4 equal to 1. 2c equal to 1 plus 4 or 5. Finally, c equal to 5 by 2. 5 by 2. One minus 4. Correct, no? Yes, no doubt. So totally you have to find the value of C, that's all. First verify all the required conditions are satisfied for Rolle's theorem or mean value theorem. Then apply directly the theorem in order to find the value of C, that's all. F dash of C is always equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Or in the previous case f dash of C equal to 0. Totally you have to find the value of c satisfying that condition. Yes, that finishes your continuity and differentiability. A little lengthy topic, but however very, very important also. After this, you know how to find a derivative of any given function. Using any one of the methods so far you have discussed, you can find the derivative of the function. Now, what are the uses of these derivatives? That is the next topic. So, application of derivatives. Application of derivative. So far you know how to find all the derivative of the function, but what is the actual use of that one? Use of the derivative. Yes, actually the application of derivative, you will not be finding any subject without this derivative actually. We use this differential coefficient or derivative in all the subject, physics, chemistry or whatever may be the subject. This particular derivative term is essential. Actually derivative is nothing but a rate, that's all. Rate of change. You are writing dy by dx, no? Dy by dx means it is a rate of change of y with respect to x. That's all. Throughout the topic what you have done, rate of change of the given function y with respect to the variable x you are calculating. Now, instead of this y, if it is a distance travelled by a particle, distance travelled by a particle, yes. Find the rate of change of distance with respect to time. Rate of change of displacement with respect to time, you know already it is velocity. See, you can find the velocity of the particle just by finding the derivative. Same meaning will be there for this one also. Rate of change of distance with respect to time is velocity. Rate of change of velocity with respect to time. If the velocity is a variable, then the rate of change of velocity is called as acceleration. Acceleration. So everywhere you are finding the derivative, that's all. So just by knowing the distance, find the derivative of that distance, you get velocity. Find the derivative of the velocity, you get acceleration. Let me write the application one by one. In order to make you the idea clear, let me start. Application. First application is derivative as rate measure. Correct? Rate of change. If s is the distance covered, velocity, or before that 1 minute, y is the function of x, then rate of change of y with respect to x is dy by dx. Dy by dx is nothing but rate of change of y with respect to x. Now in the place of y and x we are taking different terms, distance like that. This can be used to find rate of change of, this can be used to find rate of change of distance s with respect to time t. it is ds by dt, which is actually the velocity, which is the velocity. Similarly, rate of change of velocity with respect to time t is acceleration. Correct, no? Rate of change of area A with respect to radius r is denoted by dA by dr. So on. You need not write all the things. It is enough. So on. Total meaning is it is actually rate of change of y with respect to x. If it is s, this one t, ds by dt. If it is area, y is area, this one is a radius, dA by dr, whatever means. Total it is a rate of change of area with respect to radius. So this term can be used in all the particular subjects in which this rate of change comes, remember. Over. Let me take one by one example. First one. First of all, let me give this one. A particle moves according to the equation. Particle moves according to the equation S equal to 5t cube 3t square plus 2t plus 1 meter in t seconds. Find dy by dx over, finish it. Now I am taking particular examples from different subjects. Find, let me have 3 questions here. Distance travelled. Distance travelled in 2 seconds. Velocity at t equal to 1 second or 5 seconds. Acceleration at t equal to 10 seconds. Instead of giving 3 examples, in the same example, we find the distance covered, velocity, acceleration, all the things, ds by dt. Given s equal to 5t cube 3t square 2t plus 1. Find the distance travelled in 2 seconds. Actually, this is the formula itself to find the distance covered. At any time t, particle moves according to the equation this much meter in t second. Finish. So, put t equal to in 2 seconds. Calculate s directly. S equal to 5, 2 cube, 3, 2 square, 2 into 2 plus 1. Or it is 8 into 5, 4 into 3, 2 into 2, 56, 57 meters. Let me write the answer. Therefore, distance covered in 2 seconds is 57 meters. First question over. Because the given equation itself is the distance covered by the particle at any time. Straight away put to t equal to 2. You get the distance covered in 2 seconds. Next one is actually velocity. How to find velocity? This is a derivative. Velocity v equal to, make the idea clear please, application of derivative in which try to follow the idea behind this one. Because so far you know how to find the derivative only. But using this one, several technique will be there. Now second one is velocity. Velocity v is ds by dt. Find the derivative. 5 into 3t square. 3 into 2t. 2 into 1. Derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative 15t square 6t plus 2. This is the equation for the velocity at any time t. Remember, velocity of the particle at any time t is given by this. Now, the velocity required is at t equal to 5. T equal to 5 seconds. What you get? V equal to 15 into 5 square, 6 into 5, 2. 25 into 15, 125, 375, correct no? 375. 25 into 15, let me verify it. Yes, so it is 375 plus 30 plus 2. 405, 7, 7, 0, 1, 4. 407 meter per second. You are writing like this, see? Velocity. Let me write the answer. Therefore, velocity at t equal to 5 second is 407 meter per second. Finally, one more question is there, no? Third one, acceleration. So this one is second one. I have not written it. Third one is acceleration. Equal to dv by dt. Velocity equation should be differentiated again. 15 into 2t plus 6 or it is 30t plus 6. 15 into 2, 30, 30t plus 6. Put to t equal to, acceleration at the end of 10 seconds is required. Acceleration equal to 30 into 10 plus 6. 306 meter per second square. Acceleration is always written like this. Answer, therefore, acceleration at t equal to 10 second is 306 meter per second square over. Given the equation, distance covered by the particle at any time, you can find velocity, acceleration. Let me give one more example for you to work out just. Problem number second. A particle moves according to the equation S equal to 40 minus 2t square. 40t minus, just write 40t minus 2t square meter in t seconds. Find when does the particle stops. A particle moves according to the equation, this one, meter in t second. Find when does the particle stop. Homework for you. When does the particle stop means what? Particle stops means its velocity becomes 0, that's all. Find the velocity of the particle from this. Compare that velocity to 0, you get the time, t. When does means a time required. Find dv. Hint. Find v. V equal to 0. Find t. Right?